On the last episode of the RB20 deck, we put Calford cams in and we went back to see Mike at Diesel and Turbo to get a tune. The results were amazing, but something went wrong. So here I am, rebuilding the engine. Let's make it even better this time. We then put a Garrett G30 725 Series 2 and a Synco top mount manifold. Will it start? We're about to find out. But first, what was the point in doing all this? Well, I guess to have one badass street car. Let's go and see how the day goes. Rightio, so working on the street car at the moment because we need to get this thing running. So I've currently been in town, got fuel hoses, put all the fuel rail, fuel injectors in, plumbed up everything I can think of. So as you can see, all the injectors are in. I still need to tidy up a lot of the wiring, hoses and all sorts, but had a bit of a shit time trying to get the return line in back down there. Not much room when there's things in the way and it scars up your hands pretty good. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna maybe go for a start, get some oil pressure first, go for a start. I've got no exhaust on, so don't know, be a bit loud and drony or something, but we'll see what it does. Stay tuned. So I've pulled all the spark plugs out and I'm just going to undo the turbo feed line and put it into a bottle, and we'll see if some oil pressure comes out there, and obviously hopefully build oil pressure on the dash. Once we see all that, then pretty much go for a start. Right, so I've removed or unplugged the trigger kit. I've disconnected the fuel pump fuse as well, just I don't want fuel up here yet. I need to make sure there's no leaks and that, but I just want to get this oil pressure, so we'll see how she goes. Sometimes it takes a while because the old oil filter's a bit empty, but I might put the jumper leads on the car as well, just to give it a bit more battery power, and run it again. As you just seen, I was trying to get oil pressure. The camera battery went flat, and I had no luck actually doing that. It's pretty normal after a fresh rebuild, not getting that oil pressure. I've had trouble in the past, and things I've actually done is like literally pull off the sump, make sure the bloody pickup's there, and got a gasket, like real dumb shit. Even pulled the whole oil pump off. Good thing to do is pack the oil pump gear with assembly lube or grease, just helps it prime. So pretty much I'm just going to send it. I've put everything back together now, so all the injectors and fuel line, I went and put all brand new fuel lines on yesterday. Yeah, I've stolen all this off the drift car. So yeah, a couple of more things I want to do before I start it though is I've got just had to get some more hose clamps and a water line that I've had to move, I guess, because I've done the heater bypass kit. So now there's a couple of I don't know, fittings off the intake manifold that need blocking up, or I'm just going to like make it loop together so it's just a one-way system, whatever. So yeah, before I start it, obviously I want to put a bit of water in there, and I'm only going to use water because brand new head gaskets, you do not put glycol in there, or antifreeze or whatever you want to call it, because it will just eat the material on the gasket, and I've seen people had to pull the engines back down because they've pretty much fucked the head gasket. So yeah, we'll just run water. I wanted to get this demonized water. Yeah, it's just takes sort of shit out of the water, I guess. But I'm just going to have to run tap water. So yeah, I'm just going to hook these fittings up and then pretty much be going for our first start. I'm pretty nervous to tell you the truth, but yeah, let's go. Rightio, so yeah, just put those two clamps on there, put this hose on there. So that used to be all for, like, I think like your turbo water return line, I think, from the turbo, the factory setup. So yeah, with that heater bypass, pretty much deletes a lot of that. So that was one of the last things I had to do. But now yeah, up to putting water in the radiator, and well, it's time to turn the key. Yeah, there's still a lot of things I need to do. Like, I want to do a fuel pressure regulator, proper one with a gauge and everything set up, and like, just I'm going to change all that hose so it's tidy. We're going to steal the R35 coils out of the drift car, put in here. It needs to be all wired up, so it'll be, this igniter pack will all be deleted, and when I've got some more funds I'll buy a set for this car, but I'm just going to steal them out of that one for now because it only gets used once in a blue moon. So oh well, I guess next is the moment of truth, so let's have a look. So it's now Thursday night. The last time we worked on the cars was on the weekend, Sunday, Saturday, whatever, doesn't matter, same shit.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Oh, Father's Day. Old Trent's fucking pouring us up some beers.
How are we? Welcome back.
Look at that.
Thanks for still following.
Yeah. Make sure you do all that.
Usual shit.
All the usual. So yeah, so I have modified this pipe here just as a temporary. We're gonna I think the last video I did, we struggled getting oil pressure, just winding it off the key with the spark plugs out. I had it hooked up to the ute, and yeah, it just wasn't happening. And I think I did a rundown on what I've done in the past, but this time just gonna send it and start it. And got that off another mate, Zach. They had the same issue, and just yeah, hold the turbo so it can't turn and start it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I think I'm gonna hold the turbo, and Trent's gonna turn the key and hopefully see some oil pressure. And if he doesn't, fuck, I quit. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Everything's ready to go. So we'll see what happens. Once we do see oil pressure in that, we're gonna push the car out on the driveway. I've got a bit of a slope, so I wanna take it outside so we can do a bit of a heat cycle and bleed the radiator out. Just got well, I've got nothing in at the moment. Make sure it works first, then we'll fill it up. And yeah, so that's the plan. So yeah, Trent's gonna turn the key. I'm gonna hold the turbine just to stop it spinning until we get oil pressure. I'll tell you when, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Oh, stop! The old KES sensor's not plugged in, cuz. You're not touching the key, eh?
Yeah.
Tricks of the trade, tricks of the trade. Right. Yep.
Fire.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Yep.
Just wondering
Do
what.
that one more time.
Okay. Quite a bit of oil there.
Where?
Oh, not oil, but like smoke.
Smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Alright. I might let it run for a little bit longer.
Okay. Just no throttle.
No, I'm not. Go again?
Yeah.
Your light's still on, eh?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
Light's still on.
And the gauge isn't coming up.
Nah.
Weird. Just go a bit longer then, I guess.
You ready?
Yeah. Nothing?
Nothing yet. No.
Okay, stop.
Well, we made it. Got a bit of oil pressure now on Ruben's road car.
We're freaking out.
It was getting close to going, what should we do? But no, we were there. We just needed to take the cast off and just wind it a little bit more. Unfortunately, if we'd let it run for another half a second, might have seen oil pressure, but it's one of those things you don't want to risk running it when the oil pressure light is on your dash, shining red at you, telling you, I don't want to be running. So
And
yeah.
we took the oil feed line off on the turbo, and as soon as Trent said that the light's gone off, I had oil coming out the line, so we're good. We're safe.
We're good. So we're going to put the car outside and get it fired up for you.
Oh yeah, no, my mirror's wet. Oh. That side's heaps of room. Oh, sweet. Brakes work, eh?
All right, getting close.
Better put some water in the radiator, eh?
Distilled H2O. See Ruben's cuzzy setup here?
What's that? Oh, no, that's mint.
It's meant to be a road car. I wonder if the warrant officer will notice it doesn't have a cat converter.
Nah, don't need a cap converter, that's restrictions in the exhaust, mate. We don't need them. Oh man, I was freaking out there a bit, hey? I was like, I got told just to start it and there was no oil pressure, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you just keep running it for? Like, I know it's got all assembly lube in it, but yeah, there's no pressure as such, but I think we're alright. If there's oil at the turbo, I think that's the last place where the oil goes before it drains back to the sump, or apart from the head as well. But yeah. Shit. Had a few beers too.
It's a scary time, especially when you spend so much money and time on these engines. Like you guys watching this channel know, it takes a lot to put one of these together, and especially in this quality as well. A lot of time and money goes into an engine like this, so the last thing you want to do is cook the thing on low oil pressure. So no, we've done all the right things, done all the right checks, and wound it over, made the call that had no oil pressure, so turned it off again. Then unplugged the cast, and as you can see, we wound it, then we got oil pressure. So we're there. We're just going to fire it up now and get a bit of a running vid for you. So let's hopefully...
Annoy the neighbours.
Well, yeah, that's true. Everyone's just getting ready to tuck in for their 8 o'clock movie, eh? And there's a...
Rowdy 20.
a car with a full exhaust system, quiet as, ready to start up. What do you reckon? Yeah, so we've just been chatting about Mad Mike Summer Bash coming up in 2 months, so that car, boom, is going to be the one we are taking. So we're just debating. It's a lot of money to go to the Summer Bash, and there's only 3 drift sessions and there's 2 of us, so someone's going to get 2 goes at sending it on Hampton Downs, and I opted that we do paper scissors rock because the last 3 times I've won it. So yeah, I've probably jinxed myself now, but all we're going to have to do, because we share that car, as most of you know, that car there, Ruben and I are Harveys in this one. So yep, we take this one to the track, as you would have seen from a lot of our videos. Oh shit, there's my tape measure.
That's mine.
Oh, is that yours?
Yeah.
Thought I'd run that over on the way out.
I'm ready for a start.
Alright, let's go for a start.
Right, you make sure your oil pressure, and we'll just leave it idling. Nervous 2.36, I don't know, fuck. Let's just hope it, hold on. Don't start it yet. Just gotta plug the case in. Away from the fan. Yeah, should be alright.
Yep, it's all good.
Good sign. At this point, we did not realise that something wasn't quite 100%. We let it run for a while, get the temperatures up, but we did notice that the engine was quite shaky and it just didn't sound like it was running on all six. But we carried on for a while and had a look around to see what was going on.
She's rowdy.
So first start went really well actually, starts really good. So I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually only running on 5 cylinders. So I pulled each injector plug off, found it was cylinder 5 not firing, so I ended up pulling the spark plugs out. I just wanted to make sure it was, I was hoping it was a fueling issue, because if it was a dead cylinder then that means pulling the whole engine out. So yeah, pulled the plugs, and yeah, sure enough, that plug was completely dry. Like I would expect the plug to be wet if there was fuel going in and it wasn't firing. Like say there was no spark, but the plug was completely dry, like as a brand new plug, and they're all brand new plugs. All the other plugs had, you know, heat. You could tell they had heat marks on the end of them that, you know, that cylinder's been firing. So what I'm going to do today, hit up Mike, and he reckons start it again and just tap that injector, and hopefully it's just sticking and it should come to life. So yeah, we'll try that, so see what happens. Rightio, so I just did a couple of tests. I swapped the injectors around, so I put 5 where 2 is, 2 went with 5, and the issue did not follow the injector, which was what I was hoping. And then I thought, well, I'll try the coils, so I swapped 5 with 2 again as well, and still didn't change. So yeah, the other thing I can think of is there's no, well, I don't know if there's any spark yet. That's the only one. I don't know what result I have for that. So yeah, damn, I'm hoping it's a spark issue and not a cylinder issue. Can't see why. I really need to do a compression test, so fuck. So as you can see here guys, doing a compression test, 1 through to 6, and yeah, once we hit that 5th cylinder, sure enough, she hit 0. What a shame. Rightio. Cylinder 5 has 0 compression. So that means the engine's got to come back out. Don't really have any words at the moment. Pretty pissed off. To be continued. It's the next day. I I went and got the cylinder leakage test off Mike, so we're gonna see where it's leaking from. But so I've got this here. If you've never done one of these before, it's pretty much like a next level compression tester really. So yeah, so we found 0 compression on cylinder 5. So what I'm going to do, I've already set that piston is at top dead center, so both the intake and exhaust valves are closed, and the piston's right at the top of the bore. So that means when we put compressed air in wherever the compression is leaking, for example exhaust side, you're going to see if the exhaust valves are passing, it's going to come out the exhaust. If the intake valves are passing, you're going to pretty much be coming out of the intake manifold, and if it's the rings, it's going to be pretty much coming back up through the head. So yeah, we'll see what we got. Rightio, so just plugged all my air compressor in out there, noisy bastard. But so you've got all this cylinder leak test hooked up, so I'm gonna pretty much put some air in and we'll see where she's leaking. Sounds like the intake to me. As soon as I open the throttle body here, you can hear it release pressure. Don't know if you can hear that. Exhaust valves seem alright. Can't feel any air coming up through the engine, but I think it's the exhaust valves, intake valves. Right, just taking that pipe off, we'll put some pressure back in the cylinder. Right, oh, I can even feel that, Jesus. See. So yeah, our air is leaking out of the old intake valve, so yeah, what a pain. I guess in a way at least it wasn't the bottom end, because that's what I touched. It's definitely not leaking out of the rings, because it'd be coming out through the I guess the oil drain from the head back down to the sump, and it's definitely not coming out of there, it's coming out of this intake. So yeah, we'll to be continued, I guess. Cheers for following, push that like, and also push the notifications, because that means when their videos come up, you'll get a notification. Alright, cheers guys.